Well, our special series celebrating Black History Month continues this morning. Once again, I'm joined by one of the co-hosts of Outnumbered and a good friend, and anchor of Fox Report Weekend, Paris Faulkner, who is here to tell us about her time at one of America's premier dance companies. How exciting is this?
Oh, this is great. In fact, they have a guest program. I almost signed up for it, but they do have qualifications that I probably couldn't meet.
I bet you could twirl.
It's good to see you this morning. So what is it like to lead the famous Alvin Ailey Dance Theater? It takes a determined, creative risk taker. Somebody like Robert Battle, who as a child was the least likely to ever dance. Doctors at one point even doubted he would ever walk. But today, he's doing great things at a place that began during the civil rights era in America. And that's affecting audiences worldwide and now blazing a trail to this day. I want to start with just the texture, the flavor of what is Alvin Ailey.
You know, he started the company, Alvin Ailey, in 1958 on the brink of the civil rights movement. So certainly he didn't see his story being told, the story of his people in this country. And so the company was founded on that precipice.
Despite the mounting racial tension and unrest plaguing America, Alvin Ailey grew in prominence and prestige at the heart of these tough times.
You know, if art reflects the world around us, and I'd like to think that it does, what do you think that the dances that you're doing now say about where we are?
In our own way, we do address the issues because, you know, we travel the world, we inspire people, we do that thing that Alvin Ailey said is hold up a mirror to our society so that people are reminded of how beautiful they are. When people see Revelations and they see this message of hope over despair, that when I first took the helm of the company, for instance, we were in Russia, and by the end of Revelations, people were dancing to and fro, swaying in the aisles as if they were in a church down the street in Harlem somewhere. That's important to remind everyone that we are more alike than unalike. That sounds simple, but it's at the core of what is needed.
We're all on a different path, we're just going the same place, right? You live in New York City, you know about spacing. And this?
Hand-selected by legendary dancer and former Alvin Ailey artistic director Judith Jamison, Robert Battle is only the third person to lead the company since its creation. But his path to get there was not an easy one, defying both his family's lack of resources and his own physical challenges.
I'm curious for you, a child who was once wearing braces on his legs, told by doctors, you know what, you're not going to do what other kids can do. And just coming from that, what kind of drive did it take to get here?
I always say that my most powerful weapon was my imagination, and still is. That in that way you can defy place and time and circumstance. So there was always this sense of my imagination sort of being the thing that I could escape to, and eventually the thing that became somewhat my life.
5, 6, 7, 8. Told you. You could have walked off the street and did that one.
We're talking about this being Black History Month. That crosses over into everybody,
yes.
Your imagination.
Yes.
It is completely universal.
Even when I was giving them a movement where they had their hands flexed and they're walking forward. Well, if you get them to just think about their own instinct, you know, what does this make you feel like? We do many performances for young people who are bused from different neighborhoods who may have never even come to the theater, but they see the company and they say to me with this hope in their eyes, how can I study and be like that? What can I do? And the one thing I always say is use your imagination. You know, if you can see it, it'll happen.
With talent and determination, Robert fought his way into the dance program at the Juilliard School in New York. From there, on to the prestigious Parsons Dance Company, and then created his own, called Battleworks. Now he has the daunting task of continuing tradition at Alvin Ailey.
We're talking about the issue of legacy with Alvin Ailey, but you'll have your own legacy too. What will it be?
Wow, that's good ones. Something I remember Maya Angelou saying, and it was not her words, but it was by an ancient writer named Terence, I believe. And it struck me as my own mantra and how I view the world. And it was, I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. It just opens the door to infinite possibilities. And that to me is my vision for the company and how I want to lead the company. Always curious, always moving forward.
Choreographers come from all over the globe to work with Robert Battle. It will be very interesting to see where he takes this company. Our shared American history, Elizabeth, that's what I always say. Always fun, though, to look toward the future
of course.
as well.
And it was incredible to see such power, such art, such history in motion. Another incredible moment in this series, Harris. Thanks you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We will see you later today. And next week, you know him as Bunk from The Wire. Watch.
My father had me on the straight.
But it's what he's doing for his hometown in New Orleans that will cement his legacy. The actor, entrepreneur, Wendell Pierce, next Friday, not to miss. A great story. Close to our series celebrating Black history right this month, right here on Fox and Friends. Harris Faulkner, exceptional work, dear friend.
Good to see you this morning.
I love what you do.